Alright everyone, it is I, Schrodinger Jazzstar Valentine, and today we're gonna be continuing right where we left off in Balan Wonderworld. So, yeah, as you all know, last night we kinda ran into some issues. More specifically of the motherboard variety. Yeah, my Wi-Fi card was completely booted off the USB 3.0 lanes altogether. And as I outlined, after fixing everything and getting the stream back online, yeah, unfortunately, there is not much I can really do about that issue, as it is, literally something to do with the motherboard. Like, apparently, there is just some kind of weirdness going on with USB 3.0 controller, where the USB 3.0 controller, for whatever reason, just likes to just disconnect and freak out and just has all sorts of issues. As far as I'm aware, as far as what I could tell, this is largely related to physical damage. So, in other words, yeah, nothing to do with drivers, nothing to do with any of that. It is entirely, a physical damage sort of deal from when we were moving. But, yeah, it was a whole thing. But what that meant is that I pretty much had to cut streams short, and, because my groove was completely thrown off after that, and honestly, I just didn't want to continue after dealing with that, dealing with the game, and everything else. But today, I'm, a lot more rejuvenated, still a little nervous about streaming on Vixen, still a little, nervous for good reasons. However, I do think that at the very least things should go at least a little better. Again, I cannot guarantee that, everything will be perfect, but I at least hope we do not have any issues this time. So yeah, let's get into this. So let's actually do this here. Starting with Midland! The most mediocre, below average theme park there is. Step right up, boys and girls! God damn it! Already! We are less than 4 minutes into the game and it already got killed. Whoa. Oh boy. Hell yeah. Hey Harry, how you doing? And thanks. I'm doing pretty good. Not gonna lie, a little nervous. after the issues I had last night, because my motherboard decided to freak out. So I'm a little... Alright, so in other words, since we did it last night, we could just go back through and get everything we need, more or less. Oh yeah, for anyone curious, this is Balan Wonderworld, a very... not very good game. That much you could definitely say about it. It's not... it's not a good game at all. The stream's just started, so a lot of people are not in yet. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I've been a little nervous since last night because yeah, if you were here for last night's stream, you'll know what happened. Alright, time to get the big bomber. Boom! Die! Hell yeah! Oh my god. Hell yeah, perfect. And yeah, I've been using a lot more dynamic combat dialogue. Just trying a lot of other quality of life stuff for my streams. I wouldn't call it fun. Okay, it is fun. It does have its moments. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that it doesn't have its moments. It absolutely does. But yeah, this is one of the worst games Square Enix ever released. Or one of the worst ones. Not one of the worst. Because if it was one of the worst, I would not be playing it. But it's one of the lower quality ones, I guess. The main issue is a bunch of bizarre creative decisions that just don't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. That's my honest opinion. Like, you know, most of the gameplay is fine. but it is held back by a lot of just... Hey, Kai! How you doing, hun? And yes, I am. But yeah. Love ya. Mwah. But yeah, as I said, this game's... Damn it! This game's big issue, other than rapidly spawning enemies, I already cleared out this zone. Yeah, the biggest issue with this game is the costume system. That's a big bugaboo. Oh my god! Big bugaboo I have with it. Because when one costume, or rather when you get defeated in a costume, also, hey Jaden, how you doing? But yeah, when you get defeated in a costume, you lose that costume forever! And it's total bull crap. Do not understand why they decided to do it like that. Yep, I am. And also, we decided to restart Minecraft next week, by the way. The reason being, just so that I have time to get my laptop ready, for one. And for two, because I'm currently working out, so as you know from last night, Vixen has a bit of an issue with her Mobo. Yeah, the motherboard's a little screwed up. So, because of that, I'm currently looking at options for either replacing the motherboard itself, replacing Vixen altogether. At this rate, should I just brute force it? There! Look, it's so much easier than just doing the intended gameplay. But yeah. Easy does it there, Schrodinger. Easy does it. My favorite game, honestly, my favorite game would have to be... So here's a bit of a shocker. My favorite game is not actually what you might think it is. You might think it's something like Minecraft or Trails of something. No, it's actually BioShock. BioShock's my favorite game. My favorite game in the whole wide world. What's yours? Just... No, you don't have to answer. But... Alright, there we go. Yeah, my favorite game, personally, has to be BioShock. Like, BioShock was one of my first big hits on this channel before Amore came along and really swept me off my feet and into, you know, dizzying heights I could just never really think possible at the time. Hell yeah! Perfect! Oh, damn. Well, I am intending to do a Final Fantasy VII stream eventually. Probably either classic or remake. Remake if I get the new computer, and classic if, you know, I still have Vixen by then. Which I'm not 100% sure that will be a thing, because as you know, Vixen's kinda... not doing too great. There we go. I love this music. My favorite PS2 game has to be Need for Speed Pro Street. Probably some Star Wars related. Based on what I know about you, Kai. Well, I tried. And plus, you can't blame me. It was pretty on the nose. Da, 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 da. Oh dear, I'm starting to really not like this area one bit, of course. Let's go get, damn it! Well, there goes one of our 2 Iron Pandas. I hate this area so much. Alright, and here I am, usually the theme park aficionado who loves theme park related stuff, finding myself hating a theme park related level. God, I have to go. Then what's your favorite game, Kai? I'm genuinely curious. I don't have a Switch. Well, okay, I do have a Switch. But I don't have a Switch that works, is the key word. Mine's a Revision A Switch, i.e. launch spec. And yeah, it comes with all the Revision A bull crap. It comes with all the Revision A bullcrap and badness you would expect. Lackluster hardware support. Final Fantasy? Because when I think Chicken Jockey, I think Chocobo. I'm having a massive brain fart. I don't know what your favorite game is. I'm not very good at mind games. Oh, Minecraft! Oh! Wait, what the fuck? How is it supposed to get Minecraft from Chicken Jockey? I don't know, I'm a returning vet from the 1.7.10 days. I'm a little rusty, alright? There's some things that... It's just rust coming off, mainly. Rusty old vet! Oh, right. There I am, being an idiot again. Stupid. let's just gun him and brute force this guy, because honestly, I just... Hell yeah, you're dead. Die. What? There we go. I don't really play a lot of Assassin's Creed. I never really played. I was more of a Minecraft man back in the day, Kerbal Space Program, Gary's Mod. You know, those sorts of games. Plus, Ubisoft's output has had a lot of issues. Oh my god, it's the aerodynamics track. Holy crap. And see, you lose costumes as soon as you get hit! Which is a really stupidly bad mechanic! Alright, time to grab the iron dumbass. really? And I thought... The boss choreography of this game is... actually somehow makes that of Ultra Kill look competent. Which is a really great sign, people. Really great job, folks. Well done. Well done! Yeah. Honestly, it's not so much even a tactics issue with these bosses, as much as it is a lot of them are just, like, unlike in other levels, they just did zero explanation as to what the hell you're supposed to do with the costumes. Like, come on, guys. Actually, come on. Yeah? Yes, Kai? How do you expect to beat this guy without any basic education or tutorials or understanding on... Honestly, sometimes with this game, I'm just gonna be glad when we beat it. Just because, honestly, I see beating this game as a badge of honor more than anything, just because, you know, it's hard because it's bad, but I know, I often sound like I'm insecure and I have something to prove. Nah, I'm good. I'm just frustrated with the poor game design choices of... Like, it went from flying colors levels we had previously to... this. Which by far has to be the worst goddamn level in the whole game. Well done. Well goddamn done. Congratulations, as your nading tree would say. really hate this game. Well, okay, I've seen worse, but... Yeah, I know. Yeah, you need to Iron Man... a specific costume and hope to God you do not lose it. Which makes no freaking sense! Oh! Now it's clicking! Now we're cooking with gas! Now everything's clicking nicely into place. Alright. Even though... So if you don't time it just right... then you get screwed, okay. Like, the timing just need to be so tight with this. That's a problem. Like, it's just bad choreography, bad... What was Square Enix... Honestly, what were they thinking with this? Oh right, they weren't thinking. So you can't... So then where are you supposed to hit them? Again, you know, a tutorial would be nice. But no! Honestly, this is just... Alright. There we go. Damn it! Keep missing the mark! But then again, perspective correction! Hell yeah, I finally beat that guy. One of the worst choreographed boss fights I have ever seen. What the hell were they thinking? I'm flipping it off. Alright, there we go. Like, okay, sometimes there are times where it's just a genuine learning curve, and I just have to work up it and, you know, figure out how to properly do the boss fight. But that's not a learning curve. That's just a badly made boss fight. Yes, Kai? Like, that's not a learning curve or, you know, a get good moment or any of that. What'd you do? You did nothing wrong. Yeah, it's not any get good stuff at all. This is just bad. Like, they just didn't explain anything. And expected you to be like, oh, you could use this guy to knock over missiles and other objects. Something they never demonstrated in the main level. Like, how was I supposed to know that, you know? You did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. Don't get mad. I'm sorry if I go psycho whenever I'm faced with a learning curve. I'm just not used to them. Like, I'm just used to being a king on top of the world and just waltzing around, you know? And really, a lot of it has to do with a deep-seated insecurity I have where I just always had to feel like I just always had to feel like I had to seem harder and faster and stronger than I actually am. It's a very deep-seated insecurity I have. But, you know, now I'm alright with learning curves, more or less. If that was a learning curve, which it wasn't, that was 100% just badly choreographed. Like, the boss choreography is just... Honestly, no, that entire chapter was just one big... was just a huge fuss or cluck all the way through. Probably the worst chapter in the whole damn game. I am not looking forward to playing through that one again. Square, you have officially crossed the line. Somehow, you made a theme park level so revolting, so bad, that I actually ended up hating it. Well done, Square. Well done, Square Enix. You did the impossible. You made me hate a theme park level. You made Schrodinger Valentine hate a theme park level. Congratulations. What? You know how easy it would be just to link these to, you know, alternate controls so that you can move while shooting? And God forbid somebody wanted to, you know, shoot while moving. Not like there is, you know, that's a basic gameplay feature of a lot of other games. But no, nothing's... You didn't do anything wrong, Kai. It was just a badly designed level. It happens. But imagine for a second if a Hat in Time had certain things where you could only use it while standing. Or Pressure has certain things where, okay, they do actually, but you get what I'm saying. Imagine if any other game that I play that, you know, I actually enjoy. Pressure, you know, various other Roblox titles, Minecraft, One Shot, Amore, Toontown Corporate Clash, Lob Corp, A Hat in Time. You know, imagine if they had stupidly restrictive stuff like a lot of the costumes in this game. Imagine the outrage. And yet, Square somehow thought this was a good idea? And those aren't really good. Again, maybe a little enemy variety would be nice. Like, you know, if any of the other big platformers I played had stupid crap like is seen in this game, I would have rioted and said, you know, I would have called them out for it. Oh my god. Don't tell me I have to go all the way back down there and... How? I'm gonna be completely goddamn honest about this game. Completely goddamn honest. Like, there are some times where it really soars, and it really does a good job. And then there are other times, like this, where it seems quality control was just sleeping. Even though, honestly, this level is not as big an offender as the last one. Honestly, once I'm done with this game, once I'm done with this, game, I'll give my honest review on it. You can't expect it to be, you know, 100% the best. No, there's a lot of things I have to really complain quite a bit about with. Like, there are a lot of times where it feels they are trying. But there are also quite a few times where it just feels like they could have cooked a bit more. And Midland theme park. Honestly, Midland theme park is one of those instances where, you know, where I did call it mid, ironically, as, you know, kind of a joke to poke fun at it, and to poke fun at the fact that the game's kind of crap. But it ironically turned out to be mid. Okay, I could get a little too savage when I get stressed, but yeah. Again, no indication of how to open them. I might need to look up a tutorial on YouTube at this rate. Nah, just kidding. Because honestly, I just... Oh! Okay, now I get it. It's just that this level design's funky. And honestly, this entire, like, the field warping around you stuff really throws me for a loop. And did that just clip through the... Again, square. Again, to believe that the great Schrodinger would... Nah, I'm never considering actually doing YouTube tutorials. There are some games where I did. More specifically, a specific example of such would be, Oh yeah, that's right. A specific example of such would be certain VR chat horror maps. Another good example would be, trying to find how to do the true pacifist route, because I did not even know how to initiate true pacifist route first time I played Undertale. True story. Like, I straight up did not know how, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. So there are some times where I did, you know, research. How to do things, just to make sure I was on the right track. But this, nah, I'm figuring it out for myself. sir, how you doing? I'm doing pretty well. Other than a bit of a freak out earlier because of a badly choreographed boss, that entire theme park level is just so bad. Like, and as you know, I'm the guy who grew up around theme parks and, you know, grew up with them being a big part of my life. I love theme park themed stuff. Very good. Very good, Harry. So the fact that Square Enix can somehow make me hate a theme park-based level like they did in this game, it's just insulting. Because the instant you do that with me, the instant you dare make a theme park themed anything. Yeah, the instant you make me hate a theme park themed anything in a game, that's when you know you're really screwed up. You know what, we'll just use one of the keys from earlier. And yes, it did skip Balan's Gambit this time around because we'll do them all in the trophy collection phase, which, honestly, to speed things around, I might do that off stream. Actually, no, I'll do it on. Again, depending on. Oh. Minotaur! How is it supposed to get? This game is just one congratulation after another. And I'm okay with challenging games, or else I wouldn't have played ahead of time. It's just this one is just... Hell yeah! Yeah, like... I'm okay with challenging games. As long as they're, you know, polished and good. Which, Balan Wonderworld's a big bunch of... Honestly, you know what? I'll save that for the end review because... Honestly, my feelings about this game are getting a bit more complex now. The former champion. But the big problem is... he's stuck in the past. Oh, damn! Now this is my jam. Hell yeah! Uh-oh. There we go. You missed. Oh, Jesus, my graphics card actually... almost had it. Yep, my GPU does not like those particle effects at all. Okay, that doesn't actually work. And honestly, what's going on with my GPU? Up until now, it's been fine with this game. Hell yeah! Perfect. That actually was a bit of a challenge, not only because, you know, they actually made a well-choreographed, actually challenging and rewarding boss fight. Imagine that. But also, on top of that, because my GPU was freaking out. Which, again, do not know why my graphics card suddenly started having a fit. Midway through there. Or rather, just freaked out whenever the hands got close. But I suspect because, again, this GTX 1060, they were not, you know, known for having strong ROPs. Like, the ROPs on them are actually pretty weak. I'm assuming it's just something to do with too many stencil calls for the ROPs to handle because of transparency and particle effects, and that just causes issues. But at least my motherboard's working better today. And not freaking out like last night. Still not sure what almost killed Vixen last night, but if it happens again tonight, then, and you know, the game's not finished by then, which it probably won't be, then I'll probably just do the finale as a pre-recorded video. Ooh! That does not look at all like it's steel, but oh well. To infinity and your mom. Yeah! Oh god. All right. Did it hit? Oh, damn. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Swing! Perfect. Here's a final bullseye. Well, not quite. Hell yeah. Damn There we go. Yeah, I know. There we go. Oh? Hell yeah! We ripped through his ass? I guess? Not quite his back. This game sometimes, oh my god. Well, it's not the most unhinged platformer I've ever played. That would have to be... I don't know, Hat in Time could be pretty unhinged. Not gonna lie. But not nearly as much as this. Plus, the story in a Hat in Time was actually good, unlike this. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. There we go. Oh! Oh! Oh, Jesus! Alright. Tornado strike! Oh. Okay, this game went from... This game went from kinda bad to... Yo, you can be a hammer-wielding snowman in it. This is if Frosty the Snowman got tired. Like, Frosty the Snowman decided to go postal. Frosty the Snowman was a happy, jolly soul at one time. He's not happy or jolly anymore. He's, in fact, actually quite mad now. Yeah, a little bit. Like, as I said, it's not all bad. Yes, it's a bad game, but it has its moments of competency. Interspliced in between all the bull crap. You know, there are a few moments where it's... oh my god. Yeah, but there are a few moments, a few shining moments. Where it's not terrible. More than I could say for some other games. Looking at you, Trails of Cold Steel. And Security Breach. Hell yeah! Perfect! Honestly, this is probably the best boss fight. In the entire game. Then the big king guy, just because I like his design. And you know what? I do like the end music. It's a little cheesy, a little corny, but I like it. Kai's alright. He's fine. Yeah, me too. This girl is just, mwah. Square Enix character designs never miss. They never miss. They never miss. Honestly, they're arguably better than Falcoms. And I say this as a former Falcom fan. Jane's doing well. Oh, damn! Yeah, but Jane's doing well. There's a third fighting style we could have done if... I don't know. Maybe on the trophy hunt, which begins now, maybe we'll do it. That's the one I am least looking forward to going back to, only because, again, just... bad choreography, combined with this perspective, combined with everything else, it just... I don't know, I just do not... But yeah, she's doing fine. Then again, pretty much everyone's been doing pretty well on this side. I don't know. We'll go back here and... yeah, Jaden's awesome, however. You know what I noticed? It drops to 30 FPS when it's just compiling the weird bendy bull stuff. Bull crap. Crap. What the hell? Again, they could have equally... Again, you know, this whole perspective, it's just... I don't know, it just throws me off. scary games for the fun of it. Yes, on occasion. Bendy of the Dark Revival is one that I love. Poppy Playtime I tried to get into. Almost gave me a heart attack several times. And then there was that one game that literally almost killed me. The Classrooms. Which my heart almost exploded with that one. Mad Father, which... I played that. On... I played that is all I'm gonna say. Yeah. I've also tried playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. That game. That game is all I'm gonna say about Security Breach. I almost fell. Yeah, I do not have very high opinion of Security Breach at all. Probably one of the worst Five Nights at Freddy's games ever made. I used to play the Lego games back in the day, is all I'm gonna say about Harry Potter. Slender. It's interesting on occasion, is all I'll say. To be frank, oh hell yeah! To be frank, when it comes to horror, I'm more a fan of stuff like Indigo Park, Pop Playtime, occasional Resident Evil, you know, that jazz. Perfect! Alright. Engage! Perfect! Got the eyes of an eagle, baby. Well, okay, that wasn't so great, but yeah, I love Indigo Park too. Really, really good game. I cannot wait for Chapter 2. That being said, I'll absolutely run it on one of my newer systems because the few streams when Vixen and or Mangle ran it. Oh my god, Mangle. Literally just frames dropping left and right. It was... Damn it! And it also did barely look like a recognizable game. That's how badly my PC ran it. Again, this is a very old desktop. It was built all the way back in 2018. And it has Ryzen 5 2600, which is still a pretty good CPU. It's just a graphics card that's really been the cause of issues in Indigo Park, though. PC. I do have some consoles. Just most of them barely work. Well, okay, that's not true. I do have an Xbox One S that works. I have a PS2 that's around here somewhere with a mangled RGB component output. But the RGB composite can be used. Just gotta, you know, really jam it in there and get it working properly. And plus, I do not have any RGB composite compatible TVs anymore. The last one I had was the late 2012 LG, and that's one of the last TVs that supported old style RGB composite connectors. So I do not have any proper connectors for them anymore. And then I have a Switch. Non-functional. Yeah, I do too. I'm the only one with any real computers. My mom has a small HP thing. And then she did at one point have an idea pad that used to be mine, but she spilled crap all over it and ruined it. Skylar, They usually say a few things and then, I don't know, either go with their own stuff or just watch passively. I don't know. They're cool though. Skylar is. Skylar's probably one of my favorite viewers. She's just such a nice person. No, actually, we met quite recently. More specifically, Kai introduced her to me after a stream. A Minecraft stream, that is. Which we will start up that series next week, depending on, you know, how everything's working. Oh, wait. Gotta go get the tower of guns and power. And again with the disappearing NPC. Yeah. But we met after a Minecraft stream. And we immediately, you know, it was love at first sight, pretty much. That was our only one. That was our only one. Again, if only the perspective... Like, this seems like a really good idea on paper. But it's absolute ass in actual practice. Like, yeah, the whole perspective warping thing. Really cool on paper. Really cool on paper. But in actual practice, it throws my equilibrium off, it throws my basic sense of sight off. again, I really do not, you know, I just don't think that this level in general really has that good design, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, the Valentine's Day stream was just, it was very good. I think she's saying it to everyone. But yeah, yeah, I really loved it. Too, like, it's some of the most fun I had, honestly. Alright, now to chuck this into Big Bird. We're almost there. And then there's this. I am not looking forward to this level. Not looking forward to it. I feel like my agony is... Death Panda. Or something. But yes, I love Rolling Murder Panda. That... Yeah. They should have named this the seal. This should have been the seal, not the... That doesn't even look anything like a panda. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh damn, I like that skid. Deja vu! I've been this. Oh look, one hit and... It happened again! It happened again. The exact same Mobo error as last time. Alright, I have to completely... But yeah, the exact same error as last time. Just complete connection loss. Followed by my entire dashboard being lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. And I would joke about Hewlett-Packards being lit up like Christmas trees. This is Vixen, a computer I built myself, and now her motherboard's having all the issues. At this point, I'm less confident that this is just simply a motherboard issue. I think the CPU's bad. No, I don't think it's the CPU. I think it's just the motherboard, but... Definitely not just USB controller. Yeah, especially because I have high CPU usage whenever I reconnect stuff. And whenever I reconnect, like... Okay, before the hard drive issue, the hard drive incident, anytime I would connect a headset or anything to Vixen, she would just freeze up entirely. Like, the entire OS would freeze for, like, 5 minutes. And then it would resume. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's just a USB controller thing. It seems like it's more. A lot more. I already defeated you guys! Endless enemy spam is not a good way to design a game. Not even a Hat in Time did that. Yeah, exactly. They did not even just, like... Yeah, they did not even have enemy variety. It's just, like, the same dudes copy-pasted over and over. Like, come on, Square. You can't just copy-paste enemies over and over again. Oh yeah, FNAF team? Sleeping. It's like 3 AM or something over in Europe. Yeah, we are. It's 10:20 p.m. for me because I'm in Pennsylvania. But yeah, I don't think it's just... If I'm gonna be an educated person and just go out on a limb, I don't think it's just the CPU, or rather no, I don't think it's just the motherboard or, well, just the USB controller that's going bad. Because again, a lot of times in 2024, Vixen, whenever I plugged in, you know, a USB device, would freeze up for 3 minutes. So, something tells me, something just... I have to go all the way back up there again. And again. Square. Square. Do you know of something called enemy variety? Because you just keep copy-pasting the same dudes over and over again, which is not how you make a game. Like, a clown-themed enemy would be nice. Or, I don't know, maybe a magician one? Or something that is not your copy-paste, wherever the hell those are supposed to be. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Naruto. Yeah, I don't know what happened with this game, though. Alright. But yeah. My honest opinion on Naruto is this. I tried to get into it, I just couldn't. Like, you know, it's one of those shows where I tried it! Damn it! What? That rail was completely unfinished. Bro. They didn't even bother to finish the rail system? What? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what would best describe me. Because I'm certainly not emo anymore. And I like it. FNAF team will tell you all about it. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. But yeah, I was a bit of a psycho edgelord for a while. In fact, when I first played this game, I was still kinda in the end phases of that phase, I should say. It's a long story. It was so it was FNAF team, along with several others, that kind of helped me out of it, though. I almost have. Please do not beep. Yep. I'm starting to think this is a CPU issue. Yeah, I'm 100% starting to think that there's something going bad with the central processing unit. I mean, freezes whenever I plug in any USB or any peripherals. Issues with not loading certain games at all. Losing connection to the hard drive entirely. Losing connection to graphics entirely in some cases. And in some cases, the entire system just going blank and just not waking from sleep. Guys, I don't think this is just the motherboard. But yeah, this is not just the motherboard. This is... There's more going on with Vixen, I feel. Alright, let's see. Honestly, at one point, at some time in history, but now, I'm your lovable Schrodinger Valentine. Who's about the first thing from emo you could get. Alright. You know what? I decided that if I do a finale for this game, it will absolutely be pre-recorded because I'm starting to grow highly suspicious this isn't just the motherboard. Again, this is a first gen Ryzen 5 CPU or second gen. And first and second gen, like all early adopter systems, tended to have a lot of issues. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually a CPU defect. Especially with some of the things I'm getting just that really should be faster than they are. And some things that really just perform weirdly on this system that perform absolutely normal on other systems. I don't know, there's a lot of warning signs that it's not just yeah. Oh boy, here we go. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, the finale is going to be pre-recorded. Sorry to disappoint you guys. Yeah, we're gonna... I should have really prepared a bit better here. I'm an idiot. Alright. I'm not really, but... But yeah, I should really kinda explain what I mean when... Trust me when I say she's far from it. If anything, she's kind of the same style as me. Hot blood. Feisty. Fire-tempered. Yep. Stream monitoring is completely delayed from the actual stream! Again, oh goody. Damn it! Oh well. Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna be doing a multi-style run with this guy anytime soon. It just wastes outfits. But yeah, as for me going goth again, never in a million years. Never in a million years. I don't know, I'll run CPU-Z tests on this PC after. After stream and see what's going on. Because there's a lot of programs that should be running fine. What the hell? What? What? Die. The combat in this game is nothing short of awe-inspiringly bad. And they apparently never set the spawn triggers right, so they go off whenever you... Alright. Yes. Ha! Oh well. Me? Emo? Um... One, my parents would be calling for my head. And two, on top of that, you know, I kinda moved away from that. You know, worked so hard to move away from that, and move back all of a sudden is just like, come on. Alright, there we go. How the... I guess I'll figure it out later. Damn it! Yeah. Yes, exactly. A goth hothead and a goth hothead technician couple, I guess. Oh my god, I hate doing the ball gambit. I screwed up. Perfect! Well, not, but... I don't know, I'm a little nervous, as you could tell. Like... I'm just nervous about Vixen and her freaking out again, because... Alright, there we go. And I'm the hothead. But then again, anyone who watched my streams would know that. What? It froze for just a second. Okay, there's something. Again, it's missing inputs. Yeah, I don't think this is just a motherboard. Guys, I'm gonna be honest here. This is not just a MOBO. Because I was hitting the keyboard button during that one jump, and it wasn't registering at all. And I don't think it's just with the game either, because... Wait a minute, what? It's not the motherboard. This is not the goddamn motherboard. Guys, I'm gonna be honest here. This is not... It ain't the motherboard. Take a look at my messages. So this is the second disconnect, but I'm a lot more... I think I got what's really going on nailed down, and it's honestly a lot worse than I thought. Because this isn't the motherboard. Because earlier it was missing system interrupts. Like, when I hit the keyboard, it would not register it a few times. It was even having trouble with mouse clicks earlier. This, combined with the spontaneous freezing anytime I connected certain USB devices. Various programs having weird errors or just running at speeds they shouldn't. Yep. A failing CPU can cause random computer freezes, especially after logging into the operating system. It may also... Oh no. Oh no, USB issues and... Guys? It's not the motherboard. It's the goddamn CPU. It's the CPU that's at fault. Again, this is second gen Ryzen. Second gen Ryzen still didn't have all the issues worked out then. And the only reason I early adopted, regardless of the risk, was because Intel was too expensive at the time. And I just decided to wing it and see if it worked. One more bad decision that came back to bite me, it seems. Yep. Both the Ryzen 1000 and 2000 series processors had known issues, particularly with... Oh no. Yep. So in other words, we had a ticking time bomb of a CPU from the start. It wasn't until the Ryzen 3000 series when things actually started becoming stable and the various issues with stability and memory issues and memory compatibility were worked out. I should have known the system interrupts issues and replicating mouse clicks 2 times were a warning sign. So that's why I kept double clicking. It was not this mouse. It was never this mouse. It was... No, it was always the CPU. Failing and or... seeing 2 hardware interrupts where there were 1. Oh, hell yeah! Frankenweenie being the exception. I think that one was kind of bad too. Yeah. Alright. So, guys. Um, you know what? You know what I'm gonna decide to do? You know what I'm gonna do? Since the issue is completely unfixable, and is something that I literally cannot fix no matter what, I decided. I'm just gonna save right here. So, alright, I'm back. Are we good? Are our limbs intact? Can you hear me just fine? Because at this rate, I feel like I should just sign off and then... Alright, good. So that's pretty much it for this stream. Honestly, guys, I've made an official decision. So, in light of discoveries as to what's really going on with Vixen, or rather realizations, I decided that the final episode, the final big episode of Balan Wonderworld will be a pre-recorded and edited video. Only because I cannot stream on Vixen. I straight up can't. Anytime I go beyond an hour, Vixen starts having weird disconnect issues. And I knew it was something more. Because, like, it kept manifesting as hard drive errors, then it kept manifesting as USB controller errors, then it kept manifesting as graphics errors, and I was confused as to what the hell was going on with Vixen for the longest time. But now, after tonight, after the last 2 nights, it all makes sense. Everything finally makes sense. I finally know what's really going on. And honestly, I don't know what to do. I really do not know. Because I cannot fix this. For one thing, the 2600 is no longer made. For another, like none of the parts are made anymore. There's nothing I could do. So I'm just completely at a loss for how to solve this. That being said, you know, I don't think we're going to use Vixen in any more streams from here on out. Just because, again, um, just because of the issues with central processing unit just being completely just near death all the time. So, in other words, yeah, I think that the best option is to just pre-record and upload all the pre-record stuff already on Vixen and then get that out of the way, just so that if Vixen's CPU decides to, shit the bed once and for all, I do not lose everything. But yeah, I'm just really just frustrated, angry, confused, a little scared. I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. Like, I definitely do not think that. So I do have a solution. And that is that new desktop just cannot come fast enough because honestly, I cannot trust Vixen anymore. I think that I'm gonna have to move most of my streams to my laptop Phoenix until further notice. So mostly just Roblox, Minecraft, all the stuff that is installed on my main, daily work laptop. Because it's pretty obvious my main PC is screwed up beyond repair. There's no saving Vixen. And I just I'm just mad right now. But yeah. So what will we be doing tomorrow? Well, tomorrow, you know what? Tomorrow, I don't know. I might have a day off tomorrow and just try to think up some ideas because honestly, I just have no idea what to do. Like, it's clear that this is an issue that there's no solution for. There's not gonna be a happy ending with this one, I'm afraid. And yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll figure everything out. But anywho, I gotta get going. I can't sit forever. You pretty much know the drill. So thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here up of our day, night, week, whatever. And I will see you all tomorrow for whatever we have planned then. So yeah. Good night, everyone. Oh wait, no, I will see you all next week for more Minecraft actually, because next week we are actually starting up with Minecraft again. Hopefully. It all depends on what happens. So yeah. Good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I will see you all next week for more Minecraft. So yeah. See you there, everyone.